I was this close to quitting. You'll soon find it out why. But instead of quitting, what happened in reality was that I now have a 6-star Ugo. More on this in a future video, what we can accomplish with Ugo, why it's that good and so on. I haven't realized the full potential of Ugo either, because even my score reflects that it's not working out that well yet, because I haven't cleared dungeons. That's the most important thing, dungeons. I'm like falling way behind. Come on, please refresh. Yeah, it's refreshed. Okay. So, show my progress. There it is. There you can see that my account is going quite well in many game modes. 3 champions now. I know it could be 5, but right now it's 3. This is a low playing day, by the way, because the events don't support burning energy. I'm not gonna spend diamonds on energy today. Tomorrow is another day. We'll see, because there are some events that help. And you see that the arena, that's what I wanted to show you. Tag team 33rd, fastest champion, still horrible because I'm waiting for a gearing event, and maybe free regearing, I won't have time for it, but I need to make Ugo a lot faster. 55th out of 56, I know, I didn't know how to do gearing, and afterwards I couldn't remove the gears because I didn't have good enough speed gear that I managed to grind when the removal was free. Now it's not free, but I'll have to do it anyway. And you see that all in the other modes, including campaign, I'm falling way behind. Because with 2 6-star champions I couldn't do much. But in some game modes, for example, Shogun Grove, I'm 14th. So, and that was with 2 champions only. So this means that I'll need to spend energy until day 29 to stay safe. Not even, or 28, let's put it this way, 28. Day 28. Because you see the login rewards, it's like 23, and I would say until the end of 28 to stay on the safe side. That by the time the game measures the 30-day mark, at least I had a chance of getting the champions that I really wanted. Horrible. Okay, so this is what needs to happen. Because right now, whenever I go to any dungeon, and it can be really any dungeon that is open right now, including this Iron Twins Fortress, I wouldn't be surprised if I would just smash number 2. I can try. I can improve the stage 1 time as well, but I wouldn't be surprised if we could just smash this. Now, this is red, so I would rather not try this now because I improved in terms of blue and that's not that good. But let's see, Arcane Keep. 13 was the maximum that I could do, and it was already 220. Usually what I do is when I get a mission and I see that the time drastically reduced, then, or more of my champions survive, then I try the next one, the subsequent one. Ice Golem is right now, is it open? Yeah, it's open. So I think it's possible to do number 12. Let's try it. But with which one? Yeah, this is good. Without any improvements other than having Google. And we'll see the result. I mean, worst case I lose. And then I understand that for Ice Golem I will need some other things. Maybe grind some extra skills and one of the keeps. So Ugo speed is still not good, even though I made good enough progress in the Doom Tower as well. Why did I want to quit? You saw in the previous video that I'm not really satisfied with this game mode that we have to keep on watching. Now this is interesting and I could even take manual control whenever I need, you know, this is like Knight Rider, you have auto mode, auto cruise and manual cruise, and I might go to manual cruise sooner or later if I see that things are not going well. This is good because it's something new, it's something risky. But most of the time, frankly, grind 12-6 brutal. And or some others for artifacts, and in 12-6 brutal, what's the point of seeing it every single time that you grind 12-6 brutal? It just doesn't make any sense. It just really doesn't make any sense. And in this case, there was a specific day, and by the way, the last video was front loaded. It was recorded back on Tuesday. Not sure if you noticed it. So the last video was there, and I went to work in to an office. Basically, I have like some office days. Not all my days are office days. And on the way to work, all I could do is just put the phone on auto to auto grind. I think it was a 500 energy day as well. Put it on auto grind. And I usually fast walk to the office and fast walk back as well, so to burn calories and be healthy. And what happened was, it has never happened to me that I couldn't do anything else because the game was grinding, and I just couldn't watch it. Like, what's the point of watching this? It just makes no sense. We're not doing that well. Maybe we'll lose this. So it just makes absolutely no sense. And then I realized that it's taking attacks, and I couldn't complete some other things exactly because I had to grind, and that's quite bad. I'm trying to do a suicide mission to take down the energy of the opponent as much as possible. So then I had to come back home. So during work, it took like almost 8 hours, that my office time was, because I do the evening meetings from home. Now the issue is afterwards that I tried to come back home, but by then my energy meter was full because I'm not getting enough energy. Yeah, only with manual control I could win, so it's kind of dangerous. The increment was still visible though, because I couldn't win the previous one. So you see that this energy goes up to 117. Back in the days I had like 115, 114, and it's less than 7 hours. And on the way back home, I was like, okay, but I have to do the same thing, like grind all my energy, and I had like other sources of energy, so I walked back home. And it was really a bad thing. That why would I need to leave my phone like in my pocket grinding? Like, what's the point? What's the point of this? And what's the point of having so little energy? While in the other games that I'm used to, I have like a full day to get the energy back. Now, it also incentivizes you to log in at least 3 times a day, because there is this thing called energy claim period with the stables, that you get 120 energy here plus 15 or 20, then you get a 60 energy here, and then you get another 60 energy here between 20:30 and midnight. So it incentivizes you to log in. If you do it smartly, you do it twice a day. So in between 11 and 14:30, that's easy during lunch. And between around like 20:25, you log in, you claim the energy, administrate. 20:30, you claim the other energy and administrate. And the absolute minimum you can do is 15 minutes a day to claim like 70-80% of the resources, and the maximum you can do is like 3 hours. Like this week it's kind of crazy because these are never auto battles, and you have to battle, and it takes a lot of time. This is called the Dragon League for high spenders mainly. And I can do this, like you can battle as many times as you want, right? This is an interesting game mode, by the way. And you see that these types of battles, you can do it auto, but you still need to watch it. This is the closest experience to like what you get here. And then I realized that no, this is not a healthy game because of that 2x speed grinding of things that you don't even want to see. That was part of 6-starring my champion. I started preparing the first food there, first couple of food champions there, and then I recorded a video saying that I quit. And to make sure that I quit, I purchased the gem mine, which is right now here, because you know that it's a bad purchase, right? It's a good purchase in the long run, beyond the time limit of the 90 days, but with the 90 days you get a minus 10% ROI, and if you purchase it around day 20, and I did it around like day 19 or 18, then it got me like a minus 30% ROI. I still have enough gems though, so it's gonna be fine, and near the end I'm gonna get the gems replenished anyway. So it's not a big thing, it's just a small thing. And then I thought, okay, that was it, I would just pause the video and it's over. But then I went sleeping. I didn't really miss the game at all. I rather started the reframing in my mind, like, why did I sign up for this competition? I knew that it would not be a walk in the park. So is it just me being a bit entitled about like me being used to better user experience? But wait a minute, where is the bad user experience coming from? It's coming from me treating this game as a sport, basically. As a sport. Trying to compete. Even though I barely knew the rules. I had no idea what Doom Tower was. I had no idea what Tag Team Arena was and so on. I learned all the things in the meantime. And then I realized that actually it's just the sport. So it was the best thing possible that I purchased the gem mine as a reminder. Take it easy. I know I'm not gonna win. It's clear as day. So why put the extra burden of trying to optimize things when the game is just not meant to be optimized? That's one thing. And second thing is, okay, let's give it a second chance. And since I gave it a second chance, the game became actually relatively enjoyable. Because I didn't find the urge anymore to grind it while I go to work or while I come back from work. Because it's just not something that I wanted anymore. If I don't get it today, I'll get it tomorrow. Most important thing is that I burn some of my energy. If I get all the way to max, no problem. If I don't refresh the arena and tag team arena quickly enough, no problem. No problem at all. In that case, the others will get an edge, but you know, I will eventually find my top 20 place or top 30 place. Top 30 is fine as well. And all I need to do is give up on the hopes of possibly somehow reaching top 10. Like how? It's top 10 will not if you check the 2024 results, then you'll see what they are capable of. So I saw this 23,000 overall. So you see it was like 53 in total, so 23,000, and with my 1,000 something results, I would currently be like 51st, but obviously I will go way up to somewhere along the lines of top 30, top 20 something. So that's what I was thinking about, that it's mainly that a game needs to be enjoyed. So enjoy the ride as much as possible. And with that, the the gem mine is just a reminder. It's just a reminder that okay, you don't need to max it out, and this way I can finally learn the rules of the game. Because that was my primary objective. It was not my primary objective to maximize competition to get to the top 10. That was an aspirational goal. But in order for my mental health, I need to give up on the aspirational goal and just learn the game and find a way to enjoy it. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna enjoy the grinding, so what happens? I only grind on PC when I can set it aside. And then I do something else. I wish that Plarium solved this. They have no intention to do so. I know that it's not because it's hard for them. It's a business model. I recorded the other video with some research. Maybe I'll edit it and maybe I'll show you. But at the same time, competition is still going on, and with the 3-star heroes that I have right now. So the 6-star heroes, 3 6-star champions that I have now. It's possible to make some breakthroughs in some game modes and finish the first 30-day competitive enough to earn some points and solidify my position in the top 30. That's good enough. That's good enough for a complete newcomer who doesn't even know how to play. So that was the short story of me almost quitting. If you feel in the same way, just relax expectations and find a way to enjoy this. I found enjoyment through hurting my account by, let's say, letting go of 150 diamonds or so, or 150 gems or so by getting the gem mine, and also getting back the gems just with time in the future. Every single time I claim gems, it's gonna be a mental reminder to me that, listen, the game is meant to be enjoyed. Every single time I see this, that there is one gem here or more, the game is meant to be enjoyed. And if I can find a way to do so, I'm not punishing Plarium by quitting a free-to-play account. I'm punishing myself by letting go of this experience of figuring out the system that is actually an amazing system. So the way how these stats work, the way how the gear works, the way how all these things work is amazing. It's really good. Really good to see. Some things are bad, for example, champion ranking up. With playing this 2048 game. Other things are horrible, for example, the energy system is toxic. And for example, the 2x max autoplay is straight up toxic. I understand that, I know the reasons as well. Can I bypass this by putting it to the side, or can I not bypass this? If I can, in that case I can enjoy the important aspects of the game that I actually also want to understand better, and then this will mean that at least then I'll be able to limit my gameplay to some very easily manageable amounts, sometimes even like half an hour to 1 hour a day. And that's not bad for a competition, and I'll finish where I'll finish. I'll be happy regardless. Okay, that was the update. Overall, my position is like 30... No, that was 2024, I didn't even know about the game. 2025, the position is... Where are we? 32nd, with in the no man's land, so you know we're stretching out. I think that strength-wise, I could get all the way up to 26th, 25th, if I spend enough energy to grind certain aspects of the game. For example, some dungeons, and for example, Nightmare campaign. Because you see, it's getting more difficult. I think at least I can get 2 stars from stage 4, I can go through stage 7, and then move on and collect some of these rewards. Not all of them, but some of them can be collected. And those are worth points. Whether I do it now, whether I do it later, whether I do the dungeons now, it depends on the rules. I need to see what is worth points, so one-time points. Account progress, these are one-time points, all these things. But you have monthly and end of season leaderboard points. For Dragon Slayer, Fire Knight, Spider, Ice Golem, Sand Devil, Shogun, Iron Twin Fortress. And these are the points. Even for the top 50, so you don't even have to be in the top 20 to earn points. So it's quite well leveled. Players will be awarded points based on their leaderboard position, with end of season leaderboards awarding double points. So it's double points in the last race, just like in 2014, I think, in Formula 1. But only these are worth points. And that's something you can see if you check show progress. Here it is. Same bug, you know. So Dragon, Ice Golem, Spider, Fire Knight, these things. And to get to top 50%, that's the goal, I guess, here. Keeps, maybe not. Sand Devil, Iron Twins, Shogun, and Dungeon, these ones. Some people haven't cleared Shogun, so I'm gonna fall back most likely because of leveling. So if you're not on level whatever, where am I? 47? Yeah, 47. If you're not on full level 46, I think you couldn't even start. So this is what I'm gonna focus on to earn some extra points as well. And with that, the pursuit continues. And I'm quite glad that it's possible to earn points even with this account by me not even knowing what... Well, actually I know now quite well what I'm doing with respect to the average player, but there are so many things to learn. And I'm still grateful to be part of the journey, in a sense that I can learn from many of you. And for these 90 days, I think I'll be able to tolerate the bad parts of the game by managing my life and relaxing expectations in a way that I don't have to complete the grind when I don't want to. Because I'm not going for first place. It's that easy. Showing up is half of the victory, basically. Because many people will quit.